Let me ask you a simple question. It's a question that might change how you think about everything you do from Monday to Friday. Are you working hard for your money, or is your money working hard for you? For most people, the answer is the first one. We trade our precious time, our energy, and our skills for a paycheck. We wake up, go to work, earn money, pay our bills, and then repeat the cycle all over again. This sounds normal, right? But this predictable loop is what many call the rat race. A constant state of working just to cover your expenses, with very little left over to actually build a better future. It's an exhausting treadmill that keeps you running in place, always busy, but never truly getting ahead. The biggest trap within this race is something called lifestyle creep. It's a quiet, sneaky habit that keeps you financially stuck. Here's how it works. You get a raise at your job, and your first thought isn't to save or invest the extra cash. Instead, you think about upgrading your life. Maybe you move to a slightly nicer apartment with higher rent. Perhaps you decide it's time to finance that brand new car you've been eyeing. You start dining out more often, or buying more expensive clothes. Suddenly that extra income is completely gone, absorbed by a bigger pile of bills. You're earning more money than ever before, yet you feel just as broke as you were before the raise. This cycle is incredibly dangerous because it makes you completely dependent on your job. Your entire financial stability rests on that single source of earned income. But what happens if that income suddenly disappears? What if you get laid off from your job tomorrow? What if you become sick and can't work for several months? For most people trapped in the rat race, losing their job means immediate financial panic. They live paycheck to paycheck, with no safety net to catch them. When your expenses perfectly match or even exceed your income, you have zero freedom. You can't afford to take risks, you can't quit a job you hate, and you certainly can't afford to retire comfortably. This isn't a life of freedom, it's a life of obligation. You are chained to your job not by choice, but by necessity. Your spending habits have become your own financial prison, and your salary is just enough to keep the lights on for another month. The only way to break free from this stressful and fragile existence is to fundamentally change your relationship with money. You have to stop thinking only about earning and spending, and start thinking about owning. It's time to stop being just a consumer and start the journey to becoming an investor. It's time to make your money start working for you, instead of the other way around. So, how do you escape the rat race? The secret is surprisingly simple. You need to start collecting assets and get rid of liabilities. Let's break that down. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket. Think of it as a little money-making soldier that works for you 24/7, even while you sleep. A liability, on the other hand, is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It's a financial hole that you have to constantly fill with your hard-earned cash. Understanding this difference is the absolute foundation of building wealth. It's the first and most important rule in the playbook for financial independence. Let's look at some clear examples. A rental property that you own is a classic asset. Every month, your tenant pays you rent. After you pay the mortgage, taxes, and maintenance costs, the money left over is profit that goes directly into your bank account. That property is working for you. A website or a YouTube channel that earns ad revenue is also an asset. Now let's consider liabilities. That brand new car you financed with a big loan, that's a liability. Every month you have a car payment, plus insurance, gas, and repair costs. The car is constantly taking money away from you. A fancy phone on a payment plan is another liability. The ultimate goal, the master plan for your financial freedom, is to build up an army of assets that generate passive income. Passive income is money you earn without actively working for it. It's the income from your rental properties, from your stock dividends, from the ad revenue on your blog, or from interest on your savings. Your mission is to acquire enough of these income-producing assets until their combined monthly passive income is greater than your total monthly living expenses. Once you reach that magical point, you are financially free. You no longer need your job to survive. You can still work if you want to, but you don't have to. Imagine that your monthly bills for housing, food, and transportation add up to $3,000. Your goal is to build a portfolio of assets, stocks, real estate, or a small business that collectively generate over $3,000 per month in passive income. When you hit that number, you've officially won the game. you've escaped the rat race. Your money is now working hard enough to pay for your entire lifestyle. Any money you earn from a job is just extra. This isn't some far-fetched dream reserved for the super rich. It's a tangible goal that anyone can work toward by making a conscious decision to start acquiring assets, one by one. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, that sounds great, but I don't have a ton of money to buy a rental property or a huge portfolio of stocks. Here's the best part, you don't need a lot of money to start, you just need to start early. The most powerful force in the universe of investing is a concept called compounding, and it works best with time. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding is essentially your money-making babies, and then those babies grow up and make their own babies. It's the process of earning returns not just on your original investment, but also on the accumulated returns from previous periods. Let's imagine you invest a small amount of money. In the first year it earns a little bit of interest. The next year you earn interest on your initial investment plus the interest you earned in the first year. It creates a snowball effect. At first, the growth is slow and almost unnoticeable. It might feel like nothing is happening, but over many years that snowball starts rolling faster and faster, picking up more snow and growing exponentially. This is why time is your greatest ally in investing. Someone who starts investing just $100 a month in their 20s can end up with significantly more money than someone who starts investing $500 a month in their 40s. The secret ingredient here isn't the amount of money you invest, it's the amount of time you let that money grow. This should be incredibly motivating because it means that even if you can only spare a tiny amount right now, you are still taking a massive step in the right direction. Waiting for the perfect time or waiting until you have a large sum to invest is the biggest mistake you can make. The perfect time is always right now. Every single day you wait is a day you lose out on the incredible power of compounding. Starting small and being consistent is infinitely better than waiting to start big. Think of it like planting a tree. You can't expect to have a giant fruit-bearing tree overnight. It starts as a tiny seed. You plant it, water it, and for a long time, it seems like nothing is happening beneath the surface. But with patience and consistency, a small sprout will emerge, which will eventually grow into a strong tree that provides shade and fruit for years to come. Your investments work the exact same way. That first $50 you invest is you planting a seed. Don't underestimate its potential, just give it time, and let the magic of compounding do the heavy lifting for you. So, are you ready to take action? The first practical step is to change your cash flow. Most people earn money, pay their bills, and then see if there's anything left to save. You need to flip that script. The new rule is, pay yourself first. This means that as soon as you get your paycheck, before you pay a single bill or buy a coffee, you take a portion of that money, whether it's 10%, 5%, or even just 1%, and move it directly into a separate savings or investment account. You are treating your future self as your most important bill. Automate this process so the money is transferred without you even thinking about it. This one habit ensures you are consistently building your asset column. Once you're paying yourself first, where should you put that money? For a beginner, the world of investing can seem overwhelming. You don't need to be an expert stock picker to get started. Two of the simplest and most effective options are index funds and blue-chip stocks. An index fund is a type of mutual fund that holds stocks of every company in a market index, like the S&P 500. By buying one share of an S&P 500 index fund, you instantly own a tiny piece of 500 of the largest companies in the United States. It's diversified, low cost, and has historically provided solid returns over the long term. It's the definition of not putting all your eggs in one basket. Blue-chip stocks are shares in large, well-established, and financially sound companies with a long history of reliable performance like Apple, Microsoft, or Coca-Cola. While individual stocks carry more risk than a diversified index fund, these companies are generally considered more stable than smaller, newer businesses. They often pay dividends, which is a portion of their profits paid out to shareholders. That dividend is passive income you can then reinvest to buy even more shares, firing up your compounding machine. These are great starting points while you continue to learn more about investing. Of course, it's crucial to understand that all investing involves risk. The value of your investments can go down as well as up, and you could get back less than you invested. There are no guarantees. That's why your financial education is your most important asset. Before you invest a single dollar, commit to learning the basics. Watch videos, read books, and listen to podcasts. If you can, consider talking to a qualified financial advisor who can provide guidance based on your personal situation. But don't let the fear of risk paralyze you. The journey to real wealth and freedom doesn't start with $1 million. It starts with your first dollar invested. It starts today.